Hello, Dr. Sheila here. Today I'm going to talk about emotional freedom technique, EFT for short. It's also called tapping. The idea behind tapping or EFT is that it actually is an opportunity for you to release some anxiety, some pain, some anguish, any of those kinds of things. And you do this by actually using your fingers to tap on acupuncture points on your body, and by tapping on those acupuncture points, you're actually dealing with the meridians that run up and down your body. But first I want to talk about energy. You know, our bodies are made up of energy. There's energy everywhere. I've been looking around this morning as the sun comes through the trees. There's energy that comes from the leaves on the trees. There's energy from the birds that are singing. Everything around us has energy. And we also have our own energy. I brought along this cute little stick that it's called an energy stick, actually, and it's really quite interesting because they sell them in Walmart, I think. But it's interesting to have children look at this. But now I want you to look at this. As a person, as a being that has energy, as I actually press on this, you can hear the noise. You can see that there's colors that come up. When I take one hand away, the connectedness of the energy isn't there. If I was to connect this, if I was to ask someone else to take hold of this other end, there would be energy exchanged. That's exactly what happens as we're doing our tapping technique. It means that we're taking the energy from one hand and placing it on the points that are actually the acupuncture points. You know, when you get acupuncture, the acupuncture needles are put in at the meridian points so that they can actually stimulate the energy so that you can actually solve some of those issues you have around pain or anguish or any of those kinds of things. Tapping can also deal with emotional issues. The interesting thing about tapping is, in the whole setup of tapping, you can do something that you deal with a big issue. It can be something you deal with as a small issue, or even sometimes when I feel my energy getting low, I just tap here on my karate chop point, just like this. And then I can change hands and go to the other side. I don't even have to be thinking about what's really bothering me. My mind is going to think about whatever it wants to think about anyway. But what I'm trying to do now is to boost my energy. And just doing this small amount can boost your energy. When we think about EFT and we think about the actual setup for EFT, generally speaking, I'll ask a client, what is it that's bothering you today? And suppose they said, well, you know, my energy is really low and I'm feeling very tired. So the issue for them is that they're feeling very tired. I ask them, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how tired are you? Because I want to get a sense of how serious this tiredness really is for them. Now, if they say it's, you know, a 3 or a 4, then I'll say, well, you know, we'll just tap on our karate chop. And we don't really have to think about anything. We just have to tap on our karate chop, and hopefully that will help them with their energy. But if they tell me that their tiredness is a 9 or a 10, and they really feel like they're dragging themselves out of bed, then we have something to work with. So I can actually ask them, is this tiredness related to any kind of illness, or is it just that you're tired because you're not sleeping well? Well, I'm not sleeping well. And it's about a 9. All right, so the setup, or how we set it up so that we can actually talk about it, would be something like, right now, I'm feeling extremely tired because I'm not sleeping at night. The I'm not sleeping at night is the negative phrase that you want to have so that you can actually tap on that energy of negativity to move you to a positive energy. So I'll start tapping by saying, even though I'm not sleeping at night, and even though I'm very tired, I still love and accept myself anyway. That statement is incredibly important because you want to reaffirm to yourself that you care about yourself. So, again, even though I'm not sleeping at night, and even though I'm extremely tired, I do still love and accept myself completely. And then we move to just over the eyebrow, right close to the center of the forehead. I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. Then to the side of the eye. I'm so tired. I'm not sleeping at night. I'm not sleeping at night. Then under the eyes. I'm so tired because I'm not sleeping at night. I just feel exhausted in the morning. I'm not sleeping at night. Then under the nose, I'm not sleeping at night, so I'm very, very tired. On the chin, I'm always so tired. I just wish I could get a good night's sleep. On the collarbone, I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. Then under the arms, right here in this area, under the arms, I'm so tired. I'm just not sleeping well. I'm just not sleeping well at all. And then the top of the head. Now the top of the head, you want to go all around the top of your head because there's all kinds of meridians that come out of your head. I'm so tired, I'm not sleeping well. And then we do another round. And remember, we're still working on being tired and not being able to get sleep. But through this process, we will have thoughts that come to us. And as the thoughts come to us, those are the things that we need to pay attention to. So, I'm so tired, I'm not getting enough sleep. I just don't seem to be sleeping at night. I just want a good night's sleep. And then a thought comes to me. Maybe I need to relax before I go to bed. Maybe I need to slow down before I go to sleep. Maybe what I need to be able to do is to just think quiet thoughts before I go to bed. Maybe that's what's bothering me. Maybe that's what the problem is. Now what I need to do is pay attention to what I do before I go to sleep. So as you can see, as I come through this, thoughts come to me about what I could do to improve it. This is where you actually see the negative imprint, the negative energy shifting over to something much more positive. And that positive thought is, maybe I can do something to help myself. So the final round that we're going to do is all about re-imprinting that thought process. So the thought process is this. So now I know that what I really want to do is be calm before I go to bed. Maybe what I could do is I could actually just read a book quietly, or maybe listen to some quiet music. Maybe I need to put my iPad down. Maybe I shouldn't be using my iPad while I'm watching TV before I go to bed. Maybe I shouldn't be watching the evening news. Maybe what I could do is turn the TV off. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll turn the TV off, and I'll turn the iPad off, and I'll just listen to some quiet music. And then you take a deep breath. And then I would ask the client, how does that feel now? Normally what they'll say is, I feel a little different, or I feel a lot different. In this case, I would say, so you were a 9 or a 10 before we started in terms of how you thought this was impacting you. What number are you at now? And if they say, well, I'm a 4 or a 5, I would do another round. And I would say, let's do another round, and let's think about what it is really about not sleeping, because it could be something that they're dreaming about. It could be anything related to sleep. And so what I'm trying to do now is dig a little deeper. And so I would do another round with them, and then I would ask them at the end of those 3 rounds that I would do, how are they feeling now? This is really quite miraculous how quickly it works. And generally speaking, within 20 minutes, people are actually feeling different, and they can see things from a different place. I encourage you to think about using EFT. You've seen the basic recipe, which is what we were doing. You've also heard the setup. You've also heard that you need to get a number between 1 and 10 so that you can establish how serious this is to you. And I am encouraging you also to use this anytime. I use it in traffic a whole lot of the time because that's when I seem to get most aggravated and most anxious. Until next time, I encourage you, practice EFT. This is Dr. Sheila saying so long.